In April 1923, just 5 months after making the discovery of a lifetime, Lord Carnarvon was dead. He was the man who financed the entire search for Tutankhamun's tomb and one of the very first people to step inside its sacred halls. His death was sudden, it was bizarre, and for a public hungry for a story, it was proof. Proof that the whispers of a curse promising death on swift wings to anyone who disturbed the pharaoh was real. So was this really the wrath of an ancient king, or was something far more down to earth to blame? By the early 20th century, most experts thought the Valley of the Kings was tapped out. They believed all the royal tombs had been found, but one British archaeologist, Howard Carter, was fixated on a single obsession: finding the lost tomb of a minor boy king named Tutankhamun. For 5 long, frustrating years, his sponsor, the wealthy Lord Carnarvon, sank a fortune into the Egyptian dust with almost nothing to show for it. By 1922, Carnarvon's patience had worn thin. He gave Carter a warning. This was it, the final season of funding. The whole search seemed doomed, just one last, desperate gamble in the desert heat. Carter's entire life's work and Tutankhamun's legacy was hanging by a thread. On November 4th, 1922, a young water boy of all people stumbled on a stone step buried in the sand. It was the top of a staircase leading down to a sealed door. After all those years of failure, Carter had finally found it. He carefully waited for Lord Carnarvon to arrive from England before making a breach in the tomb's entrance. Peering through a small hole with a candle held out in front of him, Carter was struck, completely speechless. "Can you see anything?" Carnarvon asked anxiously from behind him. Carter's reply would become one of the most famous in history. Yes, wonderful things. The tomb was almost perfectly intact, a treasure chest sealed for over 3,300 years. It was packed with thousands of priceless artifacts: golden chariots, intricate statues, jewels, and of course the magnificent sarcophagus holding 3 coffins, one inside the other. In the final coffin, made of solid gold, lay the mummified body of King Tutankhamun himself. The discovery set off a global firestorm called Tutmania as the world became captivated by the splendor of the boy king. But that initial wonder wouldn't last. It was soon about to be overshadowed by a creeping darkness. The idea of a pharaoh's curse had been floating around for years, but Tutankhamun's tomb gave it a terrifying new life. The media frenzy started almost as soon as the tomb was unsealed. The first omen was strange. Carter's pet canary was reportedly killed by a cobra, the very symbol of the pharaohs, said to strike down their enemies. A bizarre coincidence? Maybe, but then came the death that truly ignited the legend. In Cairo, Lord Carnarvon was bitten by a mosquito. He later sliced the bite while shaving, and it became horribly infected. On April 5th, 1923, he died from blood poisoning that turned into pneumonia. To make things even spookier, it was said that at the very moment he died, the lights all across Cairo flickered and went out. It wasn't long before a grim list of other mysterious deaths and misfortunes started to grow, each one connected to the tomb, fueling the sinister story that a deadly curse had been unleashed on them all. So what do you think? Was it a vengeful pharaoh's curse, or just a string of tragic coincidences that science can explain? Drop your theory in the comments below. And if you want to journey into more of history's greatest mysteries, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb was one of the greatest archaeological finds in history, giving the world an incredible window into the life and death of an Egyptian pharaoh. And yet it's the story of the curse that has secured the boy king's place in our collective memory. The tale of King Tut is a powerful reminder that history isn't just about facts and artifacts. It's about the stories we tell, and how sometimes those stories become so captivating, they feel even more real than the truth itself.